Summary of the Heaven and Earth Grocery Store, a novel written by James McBride. Chapter 1. In the quaint town of Pottstown, Pennsylvania, an old Jew named Malachi resides near the site of an ancient synagogue on Chicken Hill. The tranquility of the town is disrupted in June 1970 when a developer decides to pave the way for a new townhouse development on Hayes Street. As the bulldozers tear up the ground, an unexpected discovery is made, the skeleton at the bottom of an old well. The Pennsylvania State Troopers, eager to solve the mystery, make their way to Malachi's house, suspecting a connection between him and the skeletal remains. Malachi, clad in the attire of a bygone era, is confronted by the law enforcement officers. The cops present him with a belt buckle, a pendant, and threads from a red costume found in the well. To their surprise, Malachi identifies the pendant as a mezuzah and nonchalantly states Jewish life is portable. The investigation takes a curious turn when the cops reveal an inscription on the back of the mezuzah, written in Hebrew, "Home of the greatest dancer in the world." The troopers inquire if Malachi speaks Hebrew, to which he cryptically responds, "I bang my head against it sometimes." The conversation continues, revealing that Malachi used to be a great dancer but abandoned the art 4 decades ago. As the interrogation proceeds, the topic shifts to the mezuzah matching the one on Malachi's door. The troopers inquire about the history of the synagogue, which Malachi confirms. However, when asked about the current owner, he dismissively remarks, "Who owns everything around here?" pointing toward the Tucker School, an imposing structure on the hill, a symbol of opulence towering over Chicken Hill. The suspicion intensifies as the troopers inform Malachi that he is a suspect in the investigation. Unfazed, the elderly man responds with a dismissive, suspect, revealing his advanced age and seasoned indifference to such accusations. However, the encounter takes an unexpected twist when Malachi reaches into his pocket with surprising agility, causing the troopers to instinctively draw their weapons. The tension dissipates when all he produces are several pens, offering them to the officers. Despite promises to return and continue their investigation, the troopers are deterred by a force beyond human control. Hurricane Agnes sweeps through, wreaking havoc on Pottstown and the surrounding areas. The storm, described vividly through the lens of the local black community on Chicken Hill, becomes a harbinger of divine justice. In its wake, the troopers never return, and Malachi, the last of the Jews in the area, disappears, leaving behind only a couple of sunflowers. The narrative implies a certain poetic justice, as the hurricane washes away not only the physical evidence but also the accusations against Malachi and his community. The story concludes with a sense of mystical triumph, portraying Malachi as a wizard, a magical figure who escapes the clutches of suspicion and legal scrutiny. The remnants of the alleged crime are symbolically carried away by the waters, leaving nothing but a tale of a bygone era and a man named Malachi, who once danced like magic. Chapter 2. In the heart of Pottstown, Pennsylvania, a small town with its share of quirks and charm, the tale of Moshe Ludlow unfolds, encapsulating a narrative of love, resilience, and unexpected turns of fate. 47 years before a skeleton would be unearthed in a farmer's well, Moshe, a Jewish theater manager, embarked on a journey that would shape the course of his life. The story commences with Moshe's ambitious plan to host a musical extravaganza featuring the renowned Mickey Katz. However, the success of his endeavor hinges on effective promotion, and this is where the first threads of the tale unravel. Flyers, proudly announcing the arrival of the Mickey Katz Road Show, are printed in 4 languages: German, Yiddish, Hebrew, and English. Yet, a comedy of errors ensues as the wrong flyers find their way to the wrong congregations, leading to confusion, misunderstandings, and a series of missteps. Undeterred by these setbacks, Moshe pushes forward, relying on the organizational power of country Jewish rabbis to spread the word. However, the flyers are lost amidst the chaos of daily life, from death notices to bar mitzvah commitments, leaving Moshe's hopes hanging by a thread. Even those who receive the flyers misunderstand them, further complicating Moshe's attempts to draw an audience. Enter the colorful cast of characters that populate Pottstown: iron workers from Pittsburgh, socialist railroad men from Reading, and coal miners from Uniontown and Spring City, all converging at Moshe's all-American dance hall and theater. The scene is set for a unique cultural amalgamation, with people speaking German, Yiddish, Polish, and a Bavarian dialect. It's a melting pot of Jewish identity, from Reform snobs to Eastern European immigrants, all gathered for a promised evening of entertainment. As Moshe grapples with the chaos outside his theater, a captivating subplot emerges: the tale of the Hasidic dancer, A handsome young man, draped in a kaftan and fur hat, bearing a gunny sack, declares his intention not to dance with any woman. This declaration sparks laughter and some harsh words, setting the stage for a night of revelry and unexpected twists. Moshe's talent for persuasion is showcased as he talks for couples from Tennessee, who had driven through the Blue Ridge Mountains for 3 days, into staying despite their initial plans to leave due to the impending snowstorm. With warmth and humor, Moshe leads them to his humble room in Chicken Hill, regaling them with tales of his Romanian grandmother's escapades, and in doing so, diffuses their foul mood. Meanwhile, Mickey Katz, the star of the show, arrives in a foul mood due to the storm. Yet, Moshe's reliable helper, Nate Timblin, ensures that Katz and his band are well taken care of backstage. The tension is palpable, but Moshe's ability to navigate the challenges reflects his resilience and determination. As the theater doors open to the eager crowd, Moshe is met with an unexpected mob of nearly 300 people, a testament to the allure of Katz's music and the community's hunger for entertainment. A makeshift line explodes into a mob, with stragglers rushing from the train station, adding to the restlessness of the crowd. In the midst of this chaos, the Hasidic dancer stands out, expressing his intention not to dance with a woman but to find a wife. This revelation adds a layer of intrigue, setting the stage for a night of extraordinary celebration. Moshe's ability to manage the crowd and keep the Hasid engaged showcases his skill as a showman. The narrative takes an unexpected turn as Moshe faces financial woes in the lead-up to the concert. Desperate and disheartened, he finds solace in Rabbi Yaakov Flar's Heaven and Earth grocery store, where he begins studying Hebrew from the Talmud. The rabbi's daughter, Shona, becomes an unexpected source of inspiration, and the story evolves into a love story that transcends cultural differences. Shona, with her crippling polio, becomes a symbol of resilience and beauty in Moshe's eyes. The story of Moses and the burning coals, shared by Shona from the Midrash Rabbah, becomes a metaphor for Moshe's own journey facing challenges head-on, overcoming obstacles, and finding love in unexpected places. Inspired by his love for Shona, Moshe forgets his financial troubles, selling his car and investing in strategic advertising. The gamble pays off, and ticket sales skyrocket, exceeding expectations. The stage is set for nights of enchanting klezmer music, with Mickey Katz and his band creating an atmosphere of joyous celebration. The success of the event becomes a turning point for Moshe, symbolizing not only a financial resurgence but also a personal transformation. The theater overflows with exuberant revelry, and Moshe's charismatic presence ensures that even the balcony meant for Negroes is occupied by exhausted New Yorkers. The mysterious Hasidic dancer, who had initially vowed not to dance with a woman, becomes a lingering enigma. His parting gift of slivovitz and cryptic words about being a toward of love adds a touch of mystique to the narrative. However, as the festivities conclude, a peculiar incident, a small explosion and black smoke in Chicken Hill, casts a shadow over the jubilation. The Hasidic dancer, quick to perceive it as a bad sign, vanishes into the night, leaving Moshe with unanswered questions. The narrative leaves the reader pondering the significance of this mysterious figure and the events that transpired in Chicken Hill. In the end, Moshe, a transformed man, calls after the retreating Hasid, seeking his name in vain. The tale concludes with a sense of both fulfillment and intrigue, as the characters, events, and the unique blend of cultures in Pottstown leave an indelible mark on the reader's imagination. In the unfolding tapestry of Moshe Ludlow's journey, the reader witnesses the interplay of cultural diversity, resilience in the face of adversity, and the transformative power of love. The story becomes a celebration of the human spirit, weaving together the threads of a community coming together for a night of revelry that defies the odds. Chapter 3. In the post-Depression era town of Pottstown, Moshe, a Jewish theater owner, embarks on a transformative journey marked by financial windfalls, racial tensions, and personal growth. This narrative unfolds against the backdrop of a society grappling with economic hardships and deeply ingrained racial prejudices. As Moshe navigates these challenges, his decisions, dreams, and relationships with others, particularly with his wife Shona, illuminate the complexities of identity, race, and the evolving American dream. The story commences with Moshe's encounter with Katz, a Hasid, who brings a windfall of good fortune to Moshe's life. In high spirits from this unexpected stroke of luck and his recent marriage, Moshe heads to his theater where Nate, a dedicated worker, is diligently at work. The conversation between Moshe and Nate sets the stage for the economic struggles faced by individuals in the community. The reference to the pop that sounded like an explosion on the hill hints at the underlying tension and challenges present in their lives. Moshe's decision to open his theater to black performers, symbolized by the welcoming of Chick Webb, introduces a pivotal shift in the narrative. This bold move challenges the prevailing racial norms of the time and exposes the racial dynamics of the town. Despite the success of the black entertainers, racial tensions escalate, and the town's reaction becomes increasingly hostile. The racial disparities are highlighted as downtown is considered off-limits for black individuals, unless they assume specific roles, such as janitors or maids. Moshe's venture into integrating his theater becomes a symbolic act of defiance against societal norms. The narrative also introduces a mystical element through Moshe's dreams about Moses and the recurring theme of the number 12. These dreams serve as a guiding force for Moshe's business decisions, leading him to invest in 12 different stocks and book 12 different bands. This mystical aspect adds a layer of superstition to Moshe's character, blending the pragmatic pursuit of success with a connection to his Romanian past. Chona, Moshe's wife, emerges as a central figure, embodying a strong and independent spirit. Her American background and pragmatic outlook contrast with Moshe's superstitions. Chona's refusal to succumb to societal pressure and move downtown speaks to her deep connection to Chicken Hill, emphasizing her commitment to principles over financial gain. Her belief in serving the community, irrespective of race, showcases her resilience and challenges prevailing racial and economic norms. The evolving relationship between Moshe and Chona becomes a key focus of the narrative. Despite the success of Moshe's endeavors, the town's theater owners retaliate, employing various tactics such as fines and complaints to hinder his success. Moshe, determined to overcome these obstacles, engages in strategic measures to maintain his standing. This external conflict becomes a backdrop against which the internal conflict within Moshe and Chona's marriage unfolds. As the Jewish community leaves Chicken Hill, Moshe urges Chona to move downtown for better prospects. The tension between chasing the American dream and maintaining cultural roots becomes palpable. Chona's attachment to Chicken Hill is rooted in her upbringing, and her refusal to abandon it reflects her resistance to conform to societal expectations. This tension adds depth to the narrative, exploring the nuanced dynamics of identity and the challenges of assimilation. The story skillfully weaves in elements of the broader social context, including the rise of anti-Semitism and the Ku Klux Klan's annual parade. Chona's active participation in protesting these injustices further emphasizes her commitment to justice and equality. It also highlights the dangers of standing up against prevailing prejudices. In the face of economic success, Moshe's belief that more money makes for an easier life becomes a central theme. The introduction of American high-class, pasty-faced Presbyterians and their preference for insipid entertainment becomes a satirical commentary on societal values. Moshe, torn between financial success and adherence to his wife's principles, finds himself grappling with conflicting ideals. The narrative, spanning over a decade, paints a vivid picture of the evolving social landscape. Moshe's journey, from a struggling theater owner to a successful businessman, reflects the complexities of the American dream. The characters, especially Moshe and Chona, navigate these challenges with resilience and determination, offering a poignant exploration of identity, race, and the shifting fabric of the American experience. In conclusion, the narrative of Moshe and Chona's journey in Pottstown encapsulates a tumultuous period in American history. The story skillfully intertwines personal and societal struggles, illuminating the complexities of identity, race, and the pursuit of the American dream. Moshe's mystical dreams, Chona's unwavering principles, and the racial tensions prevalent in the town create a rich tapestry that invites readers to reflect on the enduring themes of resilience, justice, and the ever-evolving nature of the American experience.